My Little Pony. Beyond Equestria. Pinkie Pie Steps Up by G.M. Berrow. Read by Imogen Church. Chapter 1. The Crystallar building sparkled in the midday sunshine, as if the rows of skyscrapers flanking it were spires in a glittering royal crown. As the Manhattan skyline rushed past the window, Pinkie Pie felt a fizzy, bubbly rush of excitement inside of her. Even though she'd visited many times before, she'd always found the big city impressive. There were so many fascinating things to discover within its confines. Manhattan was like a gigantic, shiny treasure trove filled with tasty treats, awe-inspiring sights, and interesting ponies to befriend. The city was always buzzing with a non-stop flurry of motion, like a big party that every pony was invited to. It was no wonder Pinkie Pie liked visiting so much. "We're almost to the station!" Pinkie Pie squealed loud enough for the other ponies in the train car to join in on her delight. A few of them gave a courteous nod to acknowledge that they'd heard her. The rest of the passengers remained serious. They were too busy reading their copies of the Canterlot Gazette or dozing off. "Don't take it personally if they ignore you, dear," whispered an old unicorn mare in a floppy green hat. She sat in the seat across from Pinkie Pie, using her magic to carefully knit another floppy green hat. "Oh, I don't," Pinkie Pie chirped in response. "They're just commuters." The old mare nodded as she set down her knitting and began to search through her knitted, oversized bag. She adjusted her glasses and looked up at Pinkie. "Do you work in the city?" The pink pony shook her curly fuchsia mane. "No, ma'am." Pinkie Pie pulled an orange envelope out of her saddlebag and held it up. Bits of rainbow-coloured confetti fell out onto the train seat. "But I am meeting a friend who wants to hire me for a job." "How lovely!" The old mare popped a candy into her mouth and held out her hoof to Pinkie Pie. "Butterscotch?" "Nope. His name is Cheese Sandwich," Pinkie giggled. "He's my party planning pal. I can't wait to see him again and see what party he's planning to plan." The scenery outside disappeared as the train chugged into the darkened tunnel of Mainway Station. Pinkie sprang to her hooves and trotted to the doors. As the bell whistled and the doors opened, Pinkie gave one last wave to her friendly seatmate. "Goodbye, train, and hello, Manhattan!" "Have fun, dear," replied the old mare with a nod and a chuckle. "Oh, don't worry, I always do," Pinkie called over her shoulder and burst out into the bustling station with a huge smile on her face. The impending excitement of seeing her old friend again filled Pinkie with energy. She bounded across the marble floors even quicker than usual, whistling a happy tune and darting with ease through the crowds of tourist ponies, locals, and serious commuters. 20 blocks later, Pinkie Pie finally caught sight of her destination, Hayes Pizza. It was the home of the best slice in town and the location of her very special meeting. Pinkie's tummy grumbled when the delicious smells of pizza hit her muzzle. A bell jangled from the doorknob as Pinkie Pie pushed her way into the restaurant. Hayes Pizza was packed with the lunchtime crowd. Customers busy chomping down on cheesy slices and chatting about important city pony topics. Pinkie instantly felt pretty cool. This time she was...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?